exuberant, empowering, phenomenal. Welcome to the D.E.E.P channel. It's Ruby and it's Naira. And I hope you have your mugs because this tea is about to get deep.
So let's get into it. So we recently did a segment where we were talking about age appropriation when dating. And what that means and what the discussion was about was pretty much what is an appropriate age gap when you're dating someone. I've had the experience of being with an older man and dating older guys just in general. But we just trying to fill it out and talk to our followers and the people who, keep up with TD to see how you guys feel about it. What is the appropriate age gap, or what's inappropriate age gap that you feel is not going to be looked at as either exploitative or kind of like creepy? Like what's the limit for you guys? So we're just going to get into that and talk about our experiences and just kind of get a feel on what y'all thinking, what y'all feeling about it. So I don't know if you want to start, Naira, like as far as your views on it and how you feel, and then I can go after you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, people been sliding in the DMs, just, dropping articles. And I was reading an article, and it was mentioning, guys, I can't even think of the article right now. Excuse my sick brain. Um, and no, it's not COVID. Just mentioning how it's more so based on connection. I did like that article. And that you can be in your 50s and ultimately you look for someone who's 30 and you don't think about the age gap, but you're like, that's an appropriate age. Like, what's 30? Like, what's 30 to 50, right? So we definitely want to jump into that because we have dated on both spectrums, and we kind of want to talk to the people to y'all, and kind of bring it up because it was kind of requested. So that's definitely what we're gonna do.
So I see here Sean commented, well, his page Slick Watch him. He keep changing his name, I don't understand. But he said 10 years for me, but she gotta be mentally there. Now I think that's appropriate. That's definitely appropriate little gap as far as dating. I think that naturally, not, you mean 10 years younger or 10 years older? Because you just said it could probably either go both ways. I don't know which one you're saying. But I think just in general, women kind of mature quicker than guys do. So, if you were to date a woman that's maybe 10 years younger than you would have the experience of course, you're going to have maybe some immatureness about her. But generally, I think just as women, we kind of mature faster than guys. So you might experience being able to connect mentally with a woman who's 10 years younger than you. Also, definitely with a woman who's 10 years older than you. I feel like it could be successful as well.
10 years is definitely cool in my eyes, in a sense of hey Ash. 10 years is cool in my eyes in a sense of because like I said, you don't really think about that age difference. Like, you don't really think about a guy being 50 if you're 30, right? But when you're younger, when you're like 19, 20, and you dating a guy who's 40, 30, like, I think it's looked at more.
Yeah.
But I think initially, like, I've always dated older guys. I don't know nothing
That's
about
why
no young
I was
guys.
waiting on you to say that, because I was like, that's your thing. That's your thing. I've recently, transitioned over to, being all about the salt and pepper daddy. It's like, but no, seriously, I feel like it opens up a different kind of compartment, like for me anyway. Being younger and then experiencing dating older guys, it's like, oh, it's a little different.
Slick Watching said, especially because our age, okay, and he said if I was 50, it might be 25 years.
Right.
So you would somebody who's 25 and you're 50. I've been there. I mean, I like it. If you guys have been tuning in to our YouTube, what we posted, our segment, we did get a lot of different input from older, younger. We got that, right? And so with getting that, we saw that like it's like what is it? What is it really about? What is the age appropriateness really about? Because um, is it about the connection or is it about the age? Right? So you meet somebody and you're 30 and he's 50, and I guess it depends on what you're looking for. So if I'm looking to date somebody to have a good time and receive some chivalry and learn something new and feel like I'm dealing with someone who's mentally on my level, because scientifically, right, they say that women mature faster than men. So technically we're in the same bracket mentally. That's what I feel like I used to think. But I've ran into little young bucks that kind of, you know what I'm saying, like put me on my, like, oh, okay, I'm attracted to this maturity, you know. I don't know. Bring them in from the segment. It's about mentality and connection. I think it really is. But what about when the age is looked upon? Like, what age do you think that it would be not appropriate? How about that? What age isn't appropriate?
What's not appropriate? Because I feel like, to me, in my opinion, if everybody if everybody is legally of age, I don't think that there's an issue with it, honestly. And I could be wrong. Y'all could, I don't know how y'all feeling about it, but that's strictly my opinion, because I feel like you never know the connection that you might have with someone, you know, depending on the age. And if you are old enough to say, hey, you know, I like older men, and that's what you prefer, I don't think that anyone under 21, I don't think that anyone should have anything to say about that. To me, that means 21 and up. Like 18, I feel like you still have a lot of, technically it's legal, but you still have a lot of learning to do. You still have, you know, things to experience. But once I hit 21, I was like, nobody can tell me shit about nothing. Like you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, regardless of what anybody has to say. You know, at 18, some people are still at home with their parents, and they might have a say so or whatever. So to me, of age, when I say of age, I would say 21.
Okay. So we getting some comments coming through though. Major is saying that he only dates women that's 35, like older than 35. How old are you? Drop your age.
Yeah, how old are you?
I like older women. Okay. And then we have Slick Watch'em said, I found women in my own age group are many times hesitant to learn from their man. Okay. So, but tell us your age, y'all. Like, give us your age so we can kind of see what it is. Cause I mean, I was young, still liking older guys. Like, I was in love with Barry White, and so maybe I was always.
you love to tell that story.
So, but that's good, because you don't hear a lot of guys who say that they date who date women older than them when they're 37. Right. Like, usually they try to date younger. So I'm here for that. I need some more input. 35, okay, guys in their 30s, let us know why y'all like, okay, I like older women, no game, straight to the point. Okay. All right, let's see. Like 30 to 40 years old. Okay, big facts. Okay. So they slide in here. I always say that if I wasn't married, I would date older than me. You did always say that. It's just something different about an older guy. For me. But I don't know. Now things are changing, honey, because I guess I'm thinking about what I want, right? So then I'm starting to think like, oh, I don't want no old man. I'm trying to have a baby. He breathed all hard. He breathed all hard on me.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to go to the facility, like all that shit. And not to say that by the time I do want to have kids, I won't have to. You know what I mean? But I'd rather deal with the chances where it's slim to none. We're not dealing with like older, and this kid might, what have you, you know, and might have some type of issues because he's older for me. Like, you know, give me some of that young semen.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So what you think? I know that now that you've experienced, Ruby, with dating older and younger, like, how you feel like as far as connection and as far as being sexually attracted? Do you think you was more attracted to the younger guy or the older guy, or like who did you connect with mentally, emotionally? Who were you more vulnerable with? All the way around.
In my experience with dating an older man, I feel like I almost had to immediately, although I felt mature, I felt like it brought out different instances where I felt like I needed to mature more. Like it made me level up in a sense to be like, okay, I need to be on my grown woman shit. Like, meaning for communication, I'm being more emotionally intelligent. Like not, I can be very emotional at times. And I think like dating an older man made me be more emotionally aware and like how I was reacting in certain situations, or like how I was responding when things got kind of like shaky. You know what I mean? So I feel like I had to level up in that sense. Mentally, I think I was definitely there with him. Like I felt like very extra. I felt developed, and I felt like I was developing as the days went on. As a woman, and then mentally, emotionally, all that stuff. Sexually, I don't think they're. I'm trying to think. I feel like the sexual connection is definitely strong. You know, it was very strong. But I don't know. I feel like maybe it was just me, because some people be like, oh, older guys, they can't keep up, this and the third. But I feel like, you know, it was definitely a strong connection. So I don't know. I think it's all about, to me, it's the person's personality. It's their characteristics. It's like their personality traits that stick out to me. So if you older and I like you, I'm liking you for a certain reason. If you're younger and I like you for a certain reason, because you're bringing out. And I think also the different age ranges, they bring out a different you, if that makes sense. Like they bring out things that you may not have known about yourself when you were dating the opposite, or dating an older person, or dating the younger person. So I think it brings out different qualities in you as well. I used to be strictly against dating older, because I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to older man. Like, oh my God, I felt almost not creeped out, but it was just like, because it's looked down upon, I think, in society, it was automatically for me to be like, oh, what? I don't need to date an older guy for what? When I could go out here and date, a younger man who's, they have similar goals that I have, or like they're on the same level financially, or, it just felt more leveled out to where I don't feel like I'm competing or trying to like be something that I'm not ready to be yet. So it just kind of depends. But you also, now some older guys, they're not at the level you thought they might have been at. Like some older guys in their in their 30s and 40s, they're not they may be on a different path, meaning that they might be financially, a little not there with you, or like, on their own, on their own path. So, it just depends. It just really depends.
I know.
Who said how old is Ruby? Wow, what you mean? Somebody said how old is Ruby? I don't know. Like, I don't.
We got a few coming in. Dance Anyway said, I think like 22 and up, when girls turn 21, they want to experience everything, laugh aloud. But someone that's 23 and up, they still want to have fun, travel, and also understand more. And guys, feel free to keep dropping your stuff in. Drop your stories in. Mom, tell me why you would want to like date an older guy, like if you weren't married.
Right.
Spontaneous demand, communication, pleasure, seduction. Okay, what he talking about? Sexually. Okay, he went to the whole. Okay, I'm here for it. Major cash. So go older. Women relax more with older. What you mean?
Yeah,
women.
Yeah.
Relax more with older. Oh, you mean like? Do you mean Nev? Do you mean that women relax more when they're with an older guy, and then when they with a younger guy, it's more? I can no. I'm just kind of bossy anyways, to a certain extent. But I am noticing different things. Like, if I'm going to be with an older man, I am expecting you to have your stuff together more. But so what I wanted to say was, it's been said for years that, naturally, younger women date older men, right? Even back in the day, like you were sold just for fertility reasons. But I'm finding it that like younger women are more attractive. Thank you, Ashley. Are more attracted to older men, and for me, for somebody who was like 16 looking at guys who were in their 20s, like I love me an older guy. It's just something about their aura for me. So I look for you to kind of have your stuff together more. Like I look for, if you're going to be 40 and you're talking to me and I'm 20 something, I need you to have something to give me. Right. Because now that I'm checking the range and I'm not really thinking about the age, because when I've had older guys, I'm trying to guide you from things that I see. I'm trying to sexually, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like all this, I might as well be with somebody my age. But now, I mean, I do notice that it is different. It's definitely a difference dealing with a younger guy who is more mature, because now I can kind of see the future with him more. I can see it with a younger guy, because I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to start thinking about kids. I can't be doing that with him, with Pop. The Pop will give me all that chivalry that I want. Where, I like that. Like a zapper. Like, go ahead and put your Applejack hat on, Poppy. I wouldn't say that they would never match up, Slick watching. I wouldn't say that they would never match up, because that's what I thought until I actually started experiencing. Like, what is young, y'all age? Okay, I don't have no problem saying my age. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I 29. I was saying, I thought Sean knew. I'm 20. We're both 29. Yeah, we don't.
Oh, you was like, why you keep asking my age? I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talk about dating in our 20s, because we almost out our 20s. But 29. So, and what was the other question? Is what is young? For me, young was, y'all ready for this? Young would be my age. A year younger. Like if you my age or younger, I didn't want you. That's too young for me.
Now these days though.
Now these days, Mama has taken a turn for the better, maybe, or the worse.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're the same age. So, but I do notice something completely different though. Like with actually dealing with somebody younger, I mean, it's room for growth. And it was mentioned to me before that dating younger guys, you can kind of mold them to kind of get them to where you want them.
Right.
Or dating a guy your age, because they still have so much room to learn. So, I mean, I'm here for that. I'm noticing that. It makes me feel better. With the older guy, I'm like,
because they can definitely be stuck in their ways. Now that's something you got to consider, because after a certain point, people in general, forget guys, people in general, they feel like they haven't figured out. So it's not a whole lot of changing that you're gonna do when you're dating an older person. I feel like a person who's 10 years, or let's say maybe 29, say I'm dating somebody who's 45, 46, 47, 48, it's like ain't much that you're gonna change. Either you're gonna take them as they are, or you're not. And it's not, either it's gonna work or it's not. So that's something that you definitely gotta consider. I feel like when you're dating someone who's your age or a little bit younger, y'all are on kind of the same path. Even though y'all will have different experiences, you're kind of on the same playing field. You've had the same amount of time to kind of figure out your career, or so it's easier to y'all probably be molding each other, because y'all are still in that growing age. So
yeah,
that's
true. Because you can grow together. You can grow with that person. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, my parents, they never, like, my mother can't stand it. She don't bring no old ass man. But I'm like, I like him. I'm having a good time. But then I started realizing the older guys that I was dealing with was still giving me very much young.
Yeah, and that's the problem too. And so that's what I want to say too, because I feel like like I said, everybody is on their own path. So if I were to meet someone, whether that be younger or older, who I feel is not there yet, if I like you and I want to, figure out what that means and like figure out being in a relationship with you, then we're gonna work on this shit together. Whether you 28, whether you 35, whether you whatever, I feel like if I'm there, because I have my own shit, you know what I mean? So I don't need a whole lot from nobody. So if we gonna figure it out, we gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make sure, like, babe, I got you. Whatever you need, if you want to figure out, you trying to figure out your career, you trying to figure out, what moves to make. Like, I feel that I would be that person to be like, I'm gonna be there for you. You know what I mean? And I think some people, it depends on what they're dating for. Like, if you're going to date an older man because you want him to take care of you, that's like, to me, that's a little bit lame, because it's like, well, what you bringing to the table? Like, you looking for somebody to take care of you, but what are you going to bring that's going to, fortify that relationship and make it work together, like, with the both of you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we get some problems because, and somebody did mention nurture. Women nurture. We do. We naturally nurture, right? So it's gonna come off like we can be controlling, or like, but we're just that's us, and so that's our way of guiding to an extent and building. Like, we're building with you.
Right.
So, and somebody mentioned, I think, Cuz mentioned, not keyword control, but the keyword is growth. And that is very true, because you got to be able to distinguish the two. And then it seems like it's different with the different age groups.
Right.
So I think we touched on it. I think, too, people should, how you mentioned that some people are, like, you can shun it and you don't think about it. Like, when you're younger, you kind of shun it, like, oh, God, what you going with that old ass man, girl? You wondering what your friend doing to get with that old man. Like, girl, what you doing with that old man?
Right.
But it's always been a thing, even back in the day. So it's like, it's natural. And I remember the first time I told my dad that when I finally did take an older guy seriously to, like, meet my parents, he was like, how old is he? And I was like, what?
You will be wanting to say, it's like,
how old is he? I was like, he's 45. And at the time, I was what, 25? How old was I? 25?
I believe so.
Yeah, and so I was like, this is my babe. Like, we just vibing. But when I think back on it, I'm kind of like, yeah, that wasn't going to go but so far. And it did what it did. You know what I mean?
But why you say that?
Because he had kids. Look, because he had kids. And I think about that when I date guys older, even younger. Hell, younger now, 23 with kids. When I date them, I'm like, ugh, you got kids. So that's where I am now. It's not even just about the age. It's about, can we grow together? I don't even think about the age now, because I'm thinking about my childbearing years. And I don't want you to have kids. So a lot of times, older guys already have their life figured out. You're trying to ease the thing.
Now, I've been lucky enough to find guys that don't have kids. They never have kids, like, ever. Don't matter the age. They don't be having kids. I don't know what it is, but
always. Well, I gotta keep checking with them every month. I say, you sure you don't have no kids on the way?
Right, a baby on the way.
You sure? Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else for the people. Y'all have been in here chiming in. We hate that we've been missing y'all. I've been missing talking to y'all.
I know.
But I wasn't gonna get on.
I feel like we've been gone for about, 3, 4, damn, shit, feel like a month. Okay. Dating fire babe. Okay, what she's saying? Let's see. Doesn't matter their age. If they're grown and have their shit together, that's what matters. My boyfriend is 5 years younger than me. I almost didn't date him. Why? Because the young thing, right?
I want her to tell us why. Tell us why she almost didn't date him.
Right. I was about to say, so I think the youngest that I've gone as far as dating was, how old was he? 2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was younger than me, when he's going to be his 30s. Well, that's not bad, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not a horrible
I meant
thing. However, though, like I was saying before, I think so. When an older woman dates a younger man, it's almost like, from what I've heard, like I've heard from the women in my family, like, oh, I don't want to date no baby. Like, what is he going to do for me? Because women, like I said, they mature a little bit quicker. So they probably look at that like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm robbing a freaking cradle, trying to date somebody in their 30s when you're in your 40s.
Yeah, if I'm in, but you think about the financially stable part too. I would think about that as an older woman, like, even dating younger guys is like a year or two younger than me. I'm like, boy, you still for these streets. You haven't even experienced anything.
Right. She said, I'm a cougar that said, but baby, nope. Like, nope, you're not.
No, you're not. Well, if he was 18, 19, then
Right.
we would
If
say.
he was
But
18, 19.
38 is still a good age.
Right.
I know it's been forever. We don't want to hold y'all to it because it's Friday, honey, and the sun is still out with this time change.
Who's sun? Oh, y'all in Atlanta, because it is not. The sun is not out here. It's definitely dark.
Yay! Oh.
But yes, this was fun, y'all. We definitely wanted to touch back on this topic. Yes, the video is on our YouTube page. A full video about we had a. It keeps snagging my head. But we had a few conversations with some people that are close to us, just getting their opinions on what they believe the appropriate age gap is and why. And so if you guys want to go check that out, it's on our YouTube page. Like I said, the link is in our bio.
It's been real. We hate that it's short, but because we posted, we try to make it shorter. We missed y'all. So please let us know anything else that y'all want to talk about. Of course, we're going to be conjuring some stuff up. We got something real good for y'all next Friday. Well, did we leave on with some positivity?
Oh, well, what's yours? What's your advice?
I would say know what you're dating for. Know what you want as far as like when you are dating somebody older or younger. Just you dating somebody older, are you dating him or her for status, or are you dating them because you already have your kids, you feel set? Or if you're dating somebody younger, why? Like, think about why you're dating these people that you are dating.
Right.
Because, as my mother would say, you fucking around with them and you messing with their head and you might get killed. But, yeah, think about why you're dating those people. Think about what you want when you are dating them. There's no point in wasting your time or theirs. That would be my positivity.
So for me, my positivity would be go with your gut feeling. I'm all about doing what the F you want, whenever the F you want to do it, especially in your 20s, because this is a time where you have to experience life. So, if you find yourself attracted to an older man and you want to do that, I say I'm here for all of that. If you find yourself wanting to date a younger man, do it. Just, do it. Like, don't hesitate. Don't, consider anybody else's feelings, because at the end of the day, you're the one going through it. It's your life. And like I said, I'm always about being in control of your life and what you're doing with yourself. So
it's your connection. It's your growth.
Exactly. It's your growth. That's the most important thing, because whoever you're dating, it's always a growing factor. Like, you're always going to grow from that situation. So, take it all in. Get it all in, do what you want to do, and live your best life.
Take the last sip for them, honey. You want us on here more, so you better be on here all the time.
Right, you better be tuning in.
All right, y'all. It's been real. I'm tuning out. I'm going to blow my nose.
Oh, my God. Bye.
Bye.